again. It's the infamous NRW with our trailer reactions. I'm joined by Glenn Lawrence. How are you, Glenn?
I'm doing great.
I see. And of course, Heather. Don't hurt him, Heather Hurt. How are you, Heather?
Good. We just got notice. Hey, everyone. Black Panther Wakanda Forever comes out on DVD on February 7th. I'm supposed to say that to the end of the day. So I'm doing it by the end of the day. Look, Disney, I'm doing it.
And of course, I am the legend Kuya P. Kuya P. That was my IG Twitter handle. So just you're getting that in advance. Anyway, we're alerting y'all because there's a new film. That's what we do with these trailer reactions. We alert you to things that are coming. But there was an alert that happened years ago that's very important to me as a father. Very important, I know, for Glenn as a father. When things happen, it's called the Amber Alert. When kids are missing or abducted or whatever, this goes out, an Amber Alert. And Peacock is delivering a film to talk all about Amber, the girl behind the alert. You guys ready to check out this trailer?
Probably not.
Emotionally, I don't know.
I'm not a dad. Probably not. Probably not.
Let's check it out. I'm sorry, y'all. Here we go.
Ready or not, you're going to see it anyway.
You're going to see it anyway.
Amber Alert.
This is an activation of the Amber Alert system.
I want the world to know who Amber was.
Saturday, they decided they want to ride their bicycles. That was my last time seeing her.
Arlington 911. I saw a black pickup and he grabbed the little girl and he took off toward town with her.
I immediately thought, oh my gosh, she was targeted.
Donna was going to make sure this would not happen to any other child.
I wouldn't be here without her.
If we just gotten the word out, she could have been found.
Amber's killer is out there somewhere.
Who murdered my little girl?
Everybody is a suspect. Thousands of leads.
The person who kidnapped and murdered Amber Hagerman is still alive.
All right, there we go. I was not ready for that. I am an empath like Heather and Glenn, but I never knew this story. That's why it intrigued me. And now we're going to find out. Well, at least I know I'm going to find out. I'm ready to check this out. Heather, what do you think about Amber? I know you're a true crime person.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about Amber, the girl behind the alert?
It's always really interesting. Honestly, that's one of the stories you always get where when someone does have an Amber Alert. We rarely ever get to hear the stories of where most of this stuff came from. And of course, it's one of those things where none of us should be romanticizing true crime, but at the same time, it's one of those where a lot of these stories need to be told. We need to know the truth. We need to know the science behind it. We need to know the whys, especially when we're seeing some very real things happening in this world right now. So,
real talk, Glenn. I know it's hard too.
I remember that era. You know what I mean? That's like that was like way back when. And I remember the days before there were Amber Alerts, and I remember them rolling out the system in the whole, 9. And that's just, hard to see, and just, really kind of feeling for those parents. Just, like you think about like your day to day, you're always seeing your kid, and then all of a sudden, in the most unexpected way, taken from you. And I don't know, it just seems like it'd be a very hard watch. But I think it's a necessary movie, just get the awareness out. And wow. It's a lot.
I feel you, brother. I feel you. Yeah, it's going to be a hard one to check out, but definitely one I want to see. Again, Heather made a great point. We should never romanticize these things, but it's important that we learn these stories, and the by using this medium to tell it in documentary fashion helps really when you get the visuals, that it really hits home a little bit more to make you feel a little more, make you more active about bringing some change to these terrible, terrible things. So absolutely. Amber, the girl behind the alert, is coming to Peacock on January 17th. It's going to be a hard one, y'all, but it's very important that we don't forget or ever forget. So that way we can prevent it in the future. Heather, how can people talk all about true crime docs, Amber Alert, or anything with you?
Sure. You can follow me at Nerd is a Heather on Twitter and at Heather is a Nerd on TikTok, IG, and Hive. I do post trigger warnings, so if you ever want to follow me or ever want to know where when or what you should skip, please follow and always ask questions.
I dig that. Great on you, Heather. Glenn Lawrence, how can people talk to you?
Well, if you want to talk to me, also always levelupcomedy.com. Glenn Levels Up on Twitter, Glenn Lawrence Comedy on Facebook and IG. Yeah.
All right. And for me, it's the legend Kuya P on Twitter, TikTok, IG, Hive, and of course here with Heather and Glenn at the NRW and at Release Wednesday, where nerds rule the world. Always stay learning, stay educated. That's the most important thing. And yeah, let's talk all about Amber in the comments below, y'all.